You're just getting a little bit of kind of turbulence and such. That big lake in the distance, that's Cooking Lake.
Okay.
Just ride it out.
Every time it jumps, I feel like I'm going to pee my pants.
So this is South Edmonton Common over here. There you go, good altitude correction.
Are you just looking at the horizon when you corrected, or are you looking at your screens or both?
Looking at the horizon.
Okay.
So in order to learn to fly, you got to start being good at looking outside first before you can use all the instruments. Makes it a heck of a lot easier.
And what's the average, like, work day for a pilot?
It depends on the job. So for instructors, for instance, we'll typically fly from like 8 in the morning to either like 4:30 during the winter months or in the evenings in the summer because it's daylight, so we can fly more. We can fly in the night. There's just a few less students doing their night ratings than typically their private licenses.
For like pilots that fly red eyes.
Oh, airliners are, those guys, that's brutal. Okay, let's hang a left and let's go north. Let's go towards downtown. So, okay, we look for traffic. There's nobody out there. Good, so let's turn left. I feel really good. City traffic gets us to 172 Golf Echo Fox Kilo. We're 4,000 feet. We're on the south side of the city over South Edmonton Common. Heading northbound towards the downtown area. Any conflicting traffic in the city, it's Echo Fox Kilo.
Just left behind it.
Go on. Don't lean your body,
Me leaning towards you isn't helping, is it?
Oh. Okay. So you can see we're kind of like holding like a piece of pizza. Almost, or a piece of pie, however you want to look at it. You're just holding that picture, just dragging the nose along the horizon. You know, you're doing really good. You're at about a 10-degree angle of bank. Turn this and look it around a little. Oh, Edmonton downtown's over there. There's some traffic over there. I see them at a lower altitude. Somebody else doing a city tour.
Now, there's no one ever walking on the streets, and there's really... I didn't like that one.
You guys are good. It's just a little air pocket of turbulence.
I do not like the air pockets.
Those air pockets suck.
You get used to them. The more you fly, the less it bothers you.
Oh my gosh.
Hot pocket.
I just had a stroke.
It's like when you're on a boat, right?
Yeah.
And when you're on a boat, the water kind of dips and moves. Same idea. So we'll basically point ourselves up towards downtown. We'll go fly by the, whatchamacallit? I think of the name of it. Rexall Place and the stadium and all that.
Yeah, it's on the eye.
You're doing good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. It's just the bumps are...
There's no traffic in the city either, though. Like, I don't understand. Where is everybody?
Traffic, Cheeto 13, 7500 over the airfield proceeding west, direction east.
Here's Sherwood Park over here to the left, or right, sorry.
Sherwood Park, my lady.
And all the refineries over here.
No, it really is. This city really isn't that far apart, but it just feels so far apart.
far apart.
With construction, for sure.
We're in the air, Mike.
Yeah, we're in the air. Oh yeah, we're in the air. Everything is just like, it fizzles. Like, oh, there's that, there's that.
Pressure rate identified, climb to...
It's actually funny, I find that my husband makes fun of me all the time because I'm better at navigating when I think about what it looks like from above versus if, he's like, well, which way's north? I'm going to be like, that way. I think about landmarks and such that I'm used to seeing in the air.
Traffic, Cheeto 13, leaving the zone 7500.
You can see for navigating wise, right, like we can look at the river valleys, we can look for different lakes, the roads help a lot. We kind of joke that we follow roads all the time. So the round circular thing up there, that's Rexall Place. And then way up a bit further is the stadium. Oh, no, I lied. The stadium's there, the green and yellow.
Is that India Tango, Quebec?
The Eskimos
India
Place.
Tango, Quebec.
We can go right over downtown if you like.
Quebec.
Yeah.
Let's see that.
So just turn left, so traffic's clear.
4601, India Tango, Quebec.
Doing so good.
India Tango, Quebec, right identified and go.
Basically flying the whole flight. I'm not even doing anything.
3,850 feet roughly, and just heading to the Parkland Airport. India Tango, Quebec. Okay, check that. And cleared in Class C airspace. Edmonton altimeter is 3019.
Okay, thanks. India Tango,
You
Quebec.
can see the Pink Palace,
3212, turn right direct, on course.
all the downtown buildings, the new bridge that's going up, the low level.
Course 32.
Looks kind of cool. High level bridge, the university hospital, the university area.
Oh, yeah.
Really good. You can see where the old city center airport was straight ahead. It's just a big open field.
That. The city is so pretty from up above.
It's really gorgeous, especially over the river valley, and as it gets green, so nice. In the fall, it's beautiful too. And Christmas time is pretty because you can see all the Christmas lights,
Right. Oh yeah, for sure.
especially if you go at night. There's the Rexall off the right-hand side.
Oh wow. Hi Rihanna.
Oh yeah, is that tonight?
Oh.
Here tonight, yeah.
Oh, cool. You can see the new arena? Go a little more to the left. The roof on it now, so it's looking pretty cool.
Where's the new arena?
Right off here off our left wing.
Oh wow.
See it? How you feeling?
I'm okay.
Huh?
You have to scratch my nose, though.
Okay, well just take you don't have to have both hands on the control column.
Okay.
Go, the airplane won't fall out of the sky.
Okay.
It's good to know. The airplane won't fall out of the
Oh,
sky.
it won't.
That's
It'll be fine.
good.
So you can let go. So let go for a sec. Go.
Yeah, there it goes.
It's so if I make one little adjustment,
Yeah?
it's called trim, so it just helps reduce the pressure. Just flying along. Alright, so really all you're doing is just minor adjustments to make little corrections for that turbulence.
Right.
We call it like teacup flying almost, right? Because you don't need that much pressure.
On commercial planes, like, they're responsible for takeoff and then landing, but do they just press? Like, is it all autopilot?
We do use a lot of autopilot in the airlines, yes.
That's 180 Kilo November Echo is now 9 minutes out at 22 miles. Yeah, I'll see you on the tarmac there. Like I said, I'm 9 minutes out.
There's Westet again on the left. The green, and there's like, you can kind of see the
Oh, yeah.
back part that's over the swimming pool. Done tours for kids, like camps in the summertime.
Yeah.
And that's their favorite thing to do, is fly over top of,
It is massive.
277.
over top of the ball, and they're like, look, I can see people swimming.
People swimming.
You go fly over top of West Edmonton Mall.
Oh.
You can contact me, Unicom.
It does make a difference when you're in the air to get places quicker.
Definitely. I went down to Pincher Creek yesterday, and it took us 2 hours to get there versus it's like a 4.5-hour drive. So
Wow.
it's pretty
Trainer
nice.
departure identified.
And you'll take one of these little planes to Florida?
You can, and it's a long flight, but yeah, you totally could.
How long does it take?
I don't know. I'd have to calculate it for Florida, but it would depend a little bit on
Just stop and get gas?
for sure. These guys can go for about 4.5 hours or so on a tank of gas. The bigger the airplane, typically the bigger the fuel tanks, but it depends on the fuel burn too, on how much they use. These burn around 8.5 to 9 gallons of fuel an hour. A little less scared of airplanes?
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, smaller, I feel better.
That's good. Smaller planes are awesome. I always laugh when you're, doing a flight down to Calgary or something,
Yeah.
and you're on a Dash 8, and people are like, oh God, it's so small. And I'm like, well, this is small.
Almost feeling it all makes me better.
Good. the bigger airlines will go higher and higher up because they get better fuel economy up there. Because the air is less dense. And they get good performance up there because the air is cooler as well.
Edmonton is one big square.
Pretty much. It's starting to branch out, like, now that we're getting outside of the Henday. Like St. Albert's off there to the right. Crossing over the Henday, going into Atchison.
You're cleared to Boise
via. Where's St. Albert again?
Off to the right, just up, up there.
Flight level.
So this is the Henday, so follow the Henday up, and it's just
oh,
up
that's
north.
St. Albert way up there. Oh, it's really disconnected from the city.
So what do you guys want to do next? Do you want to go back? Do you want to do a landing and a takeoff? Are you done? What do you
I think we're good, eh, Helena?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah,
okay.
thank you.
It's been amazing.
Way to go, Chief. Way to go.
Star 4, turn right heading 3.
Good.
Star 4, right
Let's
3.
just get down. We're just a little high. And Terminal Echo Fox Kilo, we're all finished with our city tour. I'd like to return back to Parkland.
Echo Fox Kilo, okay. There's no observed traffic between you and the airport. However, there is one that's about 4 south and inbound to Parkland. The name is India Tango, Quebec. You can contact the Unicom this time.
Echo Fox Kilo, we'll go. Thanks for your help today.
Can I take a photo?
Oh, by all means, take as many as you like. Parkland traffic is Cessna 172 Golf Echo Foxtrot Kilo. We are 3,800. We're showing 5.5 miles to the north and east of the field. Coming inbound from the city, planning to come in the midpoint of the downwind for 26 for full stop. Any conflicting traffic, please advise Echo Foxtrot Kilo.
Every time I know it.
Fuck your kilo. This is Delta 206 Golf India Tango, Quebec. We're just on final here. We should be no conflict with you. We're about 3 miles to the southwest.
Echo Fox Kilo 6.
Oh.
Darn camera cap. Keep doing. Stay.
I have a question for you. How come we're allowed to be on our phones here, but we can't be on our phones
Oh, yeah, that's
bigger
a good one.
plane?
It's so funny. I get asked that so often. The big thing is if everybody on a commercial airline was on their phone at the same time, for instance, that could cause a little bit of interference with the navigational aids and the GPS and the cockpit instruments, basically. Now, it used to be a bigger problem with things like pagers. Those things used to send out a really strong, like a strong signal, more so than your cell phone does. But it's
Pagers, eh?
yeah, it's also a distraction thing, right? If you're on your phone, are you paying attention at all to what the attendant's saying? No.
So it's not like an interference.
It can be if it's a
lot of people, okay.
Or if it's a strong signal of something.
Right.
So, notice how it's cool when you look outside, you can see the propeller through your camera. You can't see it just looking because it's... The airport's just there to the left, so you just turn onto the downwind. We're basically going to flip a UE and come in for 26. And did you get any in-flight selfies?
Oh, I've got a whole bunch.
Oh, my.
What about you, Helena?
Oh, I did.
Okay. Those are always kind of fun.
Oh, in-flight selfies. I'm talking about myself. No, I wasn't trying to be selfish. I was saying I took a lot of pictures of everybody.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Bitch.
So the instruments then show us, like, showing the same thing outside, right? It's basically the same idea with the blue and the brown versus the horizon. This is our heading, our altitude, and our speed. Parkland traffic, Echo Fox Kilo is turning onto the left down, or correction, right downwind for runway 26 for the full stop. There's a steeper turn.
Yes, it is.
That's 30 degrees angle of bank. Hey, pre-landing checks. Belts are good?
Yep.
Turning the plane off.
And reducing power, yep.
Oh, we are. We are turning the plane off. Wonderful.
Not completely turning it off, but I'm turning on to what's called base, which is the next leg of the circuit. I've just let the airplane slow down. So back to that attitude plus power equals performance. I've reduced the power to let my speed slow down, so now I can descend at a slower rate.
Okay.
And have that much more control over the plane. With landing, we're slowing the airplane down, right? We're slowing it down enough that we're reducing the amount of lift we're creating, so we have a nice soft touchdown. So I'm going about 70 knots, I've got 10 degrees of flaps down. I'm scanning the runway now from one end to the other, trying to get perception, trying to find that point of no movement. Good Parkland traffic, Echo Foxtrot Kilo is turning on to final runway 26 for the full stop.
Is that what you're actually saying?
Fox? Oh, it's the call sign of the aircraft. Golf Echo Foxtrot Kilo.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Say it again?
Golf Echo Foxtrot Kilo.
Golf Echo
Foxtrot Kilo. So it's the
Foxtrot.
Yeah, it's the phonetic alphabet. So we've got a bit of a crosswind landing on this one. You'll notice we'll kind of come in with the one wing, the right wing down.
Right.
Wow, this is real life. Well, then it tape your landing.
I was like, oh yeah.
There we go, yeah. Well, that's a good idea.
But now I really can't screw this up, hey?
I know.
Oh, God. Just kidding.
Oh. Jokes, now's the time for jokes.
Funny.
I give you a hard time.
No, it's good.
The focus here.
Let it focus on the runway there.
Okay, so we've made the runway, so reducing power. We're going to go to the level attitude. And we're going to hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. We're down.
Oh,
Wow. How long does it take for people to land and take off on
The
their
landing
own?
is hard.
It's hard, yeah.
It takes a while. Typically, people solo around, between 15 to 25 hours. Just depends on the person and how often they're flying. If they're flying more consistently, then they typically will, not always, but sometimes they'll solo a little bit sooner. They're only flying once or twice.
one of those things, though, if it's a bad landing, you really can't try again because you're dead.
Well, the bad landing, a really, really bad landing, you're right. But the joke is always, if it's a good landing, you can walk away from it, right?
All right.
But no, typically, like, there's some, I've definitely, teaching some rough landings before, but that's why you have an instructor here, is to help you to figure out, well, why was that rough, and how do I fix it, and how do I make it better?
Right.
What am I missing as a student? And a lot of the time what it is it's that picture outside. So like I said, you notice maybe how we went from like nose down to nose level and then to nose up. And if you can keep it simple like that and really not overthink it, which is our biggest problem as people, then it's not so difficult. Now we add in things like winds and turbulence and the pressure of other people talking on the radio and things, and that can make it harder too.
What an amazing day. Thank you.
Thank you. That
so
was
much.
incredible.
Yeah, I'm so glad you guys had fun.
Can we see a goodbye video?
Parkland traffic, Echo Foxtrot Kilo is clear of runway 26, and we're going to be taxiing into the flying club ramp.
We're like 8. We are like 8-year-old boys.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to say anything.
But go fuck yourself, Kilo.
Oh, totally fine. Well, if you want to swear, you actually have to, like, Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo. Right?
That's way cooler.
Foxtrot.
So, uniform. So the phonetic alphabet is used all the time.
Can I say that on the air?
Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo.
Yeah, that's the best.
You can
Foxtrot
say it,
uniform.
yeah. It's spelling a bad word.
Oh, I get it. Oh, fuck. Oh,
You finally just...
God.
Yeah, just the delay.
Always a delay.
Oh, good. So this is taxiing again. Anytime we're around other aircraft and such, we just try to be nice and slow and careful. All other guys going out probably pretty soon.
So every time the plane comes in for a landing, does it get another check? How often does it do?
So maintenance checks happen for a commercial operated airplane every 50 hours. So ours are on about a 50-hour schedule for the most part. There's a couple of little changes that are done based on maintenance and such to make it either 40 hours or 60 hours. And then they get walked around by a student before every single flight, or by an instructor, whoever's doing the flight. All right, I'm just going to do a tight turn here. All right, shutdown checks. You guys can take your headsets off.